Rewritten story, all new words. The phone rang while I was tightening the final screws on her tiny white crib. My wife's voice was flat, void, distant. "She's gone," she said. I assumed she meant our daughter had slipped away in the crowd. Maybe she'd wandered toward the water feature she always loved. Maybe security was already comforting her, rabbit plushie in her arms. But then my wife said this. I should have ended it when I suggested abortion. Everything inside me lurched. My hands turned cold. The room bent sideways. By the time I reached the mall, police tape was already stretched across the entrance. My wife sat on a bench, legs crossed, scrolling through her phone like she was waiting on a latte, not a missing child. No tears. No fear. Just blank indifference. A security officer called me into the control room. "Sir, you need to watch this." The video flickered to life. My wife appeared on camera holding our daughter's hand, walking toward the exit. My little girl was smiling, trying to match her pace. Then she tripped. She reached up to be lifted. My wife stared down, and kept walking. The guard froze the frame. He zoomed in. Her face was serene. Intentional. Her lips moved, she whispered something, one single word, then disappeared around the corner. That night, my wife slept like a person who'd set down luggage she'd carried too long. I didn't sleep at all. Detectives questioned us separately. They said the cameras just outside the building glitched, all footage missing, a perfect void. No stranger grabbing her. No panic. Just absence. When I confronted my wife, she shrugged. "You always needed someone to blame," she said. Not defensive. Not angry. Bored. As if the whole thing inconvenienced her. Looking back, I should have seen it sooner. How she stopped using our daughter's name, how she sighed when she cried, how she rolled her eyes when I tried to make them laugh together. Love makes denial feel like belief. I replayed the mall recording again and again, hunting for some hint of another person. A shadow, anything, but each frame led back to my wife. The subtle smirk she let slip when she thought no one was watching. The certainty in her stride. She didn't lose our child. She delivered her. And a new feeling settled inside me, not grief, purpose. I began where investigators hit a wall. I traced the maintenance logs. Noticed who signed off the camera outages. A subcontractor. One name twice. I tracked that name through registrations, addresses, transfers. It led to a man. The same coworker she'd claimed only helped organize invoices. Every digital breadcrumb pointed to intent, not accident. Hidden bank transfers. Deleted messages. Late-night calls. I didn't confront her. I acted loyal. I sat next to her every evening like a grieving husband. I memorized her lies, the twitch in her jaw, the way she rubbed her ring finger whenever she thought of him. I wasn't watching my wife anymore. I was studying a suspect. Then, 3 weeks later, an email arrived. Subject line, "You deserve the truth." Attached was a photo. My daughter, alive, asleep in a car. The sender was the man. He wrote. "She promised me my chance at freedom. Instead she turned me into the sacrifice. I won't keep running." That night I showed her the picture. No commentary, just the image. She froze. Her eyes widened, not with guilt, but with fear. "Where did you get that?" she whispered. She tried to explain, babbling about money. He wanted to sell her, but I raised a hand. Silence. She obeyed. 2 days later, I delivered every record to the police. Every file. Every transfer. Every text. Except the picture. That one was for me. They raided his apartment at dawn. He was dead, gun in hand, laptop wiped, a suicide note naming her as the architect. When officers arrived at our home, she was already dressed, waiting. "I'm innocent," she murmured. "I know," I said. She frowned. "Then why are you doing this?" "You're not innocent," I told her quietly. "You're worse than guilty." She shook as they cuffed her. "Where is she?" she screamed. "Tell me she's still alive. Tell me." I didn't look back. "You'll find out," I said, "when I do." 3 days later, they found her. Alive. Underweight. But alive. She remembers almost nothing, only that mommy walked away, and a nice man, who went to sleep forever. Her mother's trial dragged through the courts, but public judgment was immediate. Headlines everywhere. A woman made of ice. People asked if I felt revenge. If punishment soothed the wound. I told them. Forgiveness isn't love. And it isn't hate. It's simply nothing. Now, some nights I sit beside my daughter and watch her breathing in the dark. There's no peace here yet. But there's quiet. And quiet, after the storm, feels like victory. Because I didn't lose my little girl. I only lost the fantasy of a woman who never loved her child in the first place. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and comment, and subscribe to Cheating Stories Insight World for more stories.